Now, there is something that may seem strange about me considering the fact that I am a Therian, but I much prefer the city over nature. Now, I don't prefer the city's impact on nature over nature. I more so prefer being in the city over being in a more scenic location such as like the woods or mountains. And that's not necessarily because I don't like the woods or mountains, I just feel really isolated and alone there. And believe it or not, a lot of Therians, well, obviously a lot of Therians like the solitude of nature and being away from humans, because a lot of Therians don't really feel connected to being human, so it makes sense to want to be away from humanity, right? But as for me, I am really connected to people. I'm a people person. I love talking to people, interacting with people, making new friends, and meeting people. I tend not to do that online, but I do it in person all the time because I love human connection. And that actually ties into my therianthropy of being a wolf therian. I like being around people like me. I like being in my pack, so to say. So I really couldn't live in an area where I would be isolated or alone, and not to mention, I really have issues with travel and transport, so it'd be nice to live in a city where public transport is an option, public transit I mean. So it's not necessarily that I don't like nature, but I'd much rather live in a city that's more accessible and lively and better for me than kind of living in a more nature-based area. And that's not something I see talked about a lot, but I personally, even though I am a Therian, I really like the city and kind of human activities. So I don't know, I think it's something important to bring out there that other side of therianthropy does exist, and again, that therianthropy really doesn't have anything to do with nature or those scenic areas. It's just a matter of preference, and it can go the other way, so